There's one of my favorite bhajans from one of my favorite stages called Gyan Dev. So last time we were singing it after the broadcast, and I requested Radha to share it with everyone.
I'm going to share it.
No, we'll share now.
Okay. तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे सगुण निर्गुण एक गोविंद रे एक गोविंद रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा अनुमानेना अनुमानेना श्रुति नेति नेति म्हणती गोविंद रे श्रुति नेति नेति म्हणती गोविंद रे श्रुति नेति नेति म्हणते गोविंद रे श्रुति नेति नेति म्हणते गोविंद रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा दृश्य म्हणू की अदृश्य रे तुझा म्हणू की अदृश्य रे दृश्य दृश्य एक गोविंद रे दृश्य दृश्य एक गोविंद रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा आकारो म्हणू की निराकार रे तुझा आकार म्हणू की निराकार रे आकारो निराकारो एक गोविंद रे आकारो निराकारो एक गोविंद रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा स्थूल म्हणू की सूक्ष्म रे तुझा स्थूल म्हणू की सूक्ष्म रे स्थूल सूक्ष्म एक गोविंद रे स्थूल सूक्ष्म एक गोविंद रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे निवृत्ति प्रसादे ज्ञानदेव बोले निवृत्ति प्रसादे ज्ञानदेव बोले ज्ञानदेव बोले ज्ञानदेव बोले बाप रखुमदेवी वरु विठ्ठलु रे बाप रखुमदेवी वरु विठ्ठलु रे निवृत्ति प्रसादे ज्ञानदेव बोले निवृत्ति प्रसादे ज्ञानदेव बोले बाप रखुमदेवी वरु विठ्ठलु रे बाप रखुमदेवी वरु विठ्ठलु रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे सगुण निर्गुण एक गोविंद रे एक गोविंद रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणू की निर्गुण रे
Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Moji Baba ki Jai. I'll just speak for maybe a few minutes and then some of you requested to speak with me on the broadcast, so you can come up maybe 10 minutes. You're present here now, effortlessly present. Now this that is present is more than you can ever imagine. What you are present as is more than your mind can fathom. Anything that you might ever want to become cannot match that which is present. And it is effortless. That is such good news. Because if you had to do something to become that, then I would be pointing you to a path. But actually, this is the pathless path. And whatever path you might follow, you will only come to this discovery of what you are here and now. Already. So this you can taste now. All conditions are about the past and the future. Even the spiritual seeker condition is about how you will be free in the future, how you will get enlightenment in the future. But the other good news is that even those conditions are all gone now. Naturally, in this moment, you are empty of all conditions. Your insight will show you this. Your inferences will fight this. What you're seeing with your inner eye, what you're seeing is this. But what your mind is thinking could be a condition about the past or future, or how something is incomplete in the now. So this holy presence, which is your being, has been confused by you as if it is a personal presence, as if it is the presence of an ego, of an individual entity. It is just a simple misinterpretation of what is, as that from that which is universal to that which is personal. And all suffering, all confusion relies on this misinterpretation. Relies on this idea of limitation, where actually there is none, even in your experience. Even if you are experiencing the strongest sensations, they do not define your boundary. They are still contained within you. That you, which is beyond all boundaries. And the mind will tell you that there is no big deal in this, that you are present now. It will say, so, is that it? Is it? But it is the biggest deal ever. This is much bigger than any deal the mind can make with you. Any projection the mind wants to sell to you about the future, about what you will become, cannot match the reality of what you already are. You are the universal principle in which the universe is born. Right now, effortlessly you are this. Which identity is worth more than this being? Why do you want to be an enlightened person? Is that greater than this consciousness? Greater than what you already are effortlessly? It is not. It is this being that all the sages have discovered themselves to be. And in their outward form, they have continued to be in service to this being. See? Nowhere to go, nothing to get. The only seeming trouble is that you seem to have given yourself the power to believe that you are something limited. You have given yourself this power to give assent to a thought which is telling you that you are something with duration and location. And you get convinced with the idea that that which has a duration will find the timeless. Yeah? That which is limited will become limitless. It is not that, it is simpler than that. You just see that that which has a duration, which has a limitation, was never your reality. You have always been the timeless and the limitless. Then, one last point I want to make is that even in this, many times, even when the insight is quite clear to you, the mind can come in and make it seem like now it is personally clear to you. That I got it. See? Again, you're drawing a boundary around yourself and saying this one, who is either this body or contained in this body, this one got it. And then you're not only trying to convince everyone, me, Sangha, family, everyone, but you're actually trying to convince yourself. The outer manifestation is just a projection of this because you have self-doubt. So this self-doubt also arises because we might pick up the idea of limitation again. That you might pick up the idea that I am contained or I am the body. But it is consciousness itself which is coming to the recognition of itself. Okay, let's hear some of the questions or the reports which are coming. Nitya can come first, if she's there.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you well. I'm just going to mute.
I'm so grumpy, Father. So. Oh man. Oh, I'm not. Oh. So I don't know actually what to say because everything is wrong anyway. But what just came up when you spoke was that I'm somehow missing. You know, this. There are always two personalities playing. Of course, there are always a lot of personality types playing, but one is here, the one who just loves to, you know, to worship the beloved, and there's the other one who is totally the opposite of that. You know, just totally rebellious, and these two are fighting. I mean, when I'm in this worshipping mood, you know, everything is fine. I just, you know, throw everything to the beloved. Just everything is fine. But now this other personality is playing, which is just only rebellious, and everything, I take everything personal, everything, really everything. And especially when others are worshipping, yeah, I get so angry. I get really angry. I just don't like it at all. And I'm missing the other personality. I know it's nonsense to say that, but anyway, I have to speak that out. And I just realized that I'm just missing. I'm just missing to be grateful, to be, you know, to be at the feet of the beloved. I'm just missing it. And, you know, I don't know what else to say because everything else is just So, yeah, and then, you know, I just have the conviction somehow surrendering is needed to be free or something like that. So, but in the seeing, nothing is needed, you know, and yet the personality just wants to play surrendering also, something like that. So, and I cannot say that I put it on at your feet, you know, and that makes me grumpy again. So, I stop here now.
Thank you, my dear. So, you said rightly that it can seem like there are so many different personalities which are playing, and some can seem completely contradictory as well. You see? One wants to be the devotee, one gets upset at being the devotee saying, we are one, but why should I be devoted? You see, there's all the same self, you see. And this kind of conflict can go on, you see. But this is how the personality is playing, you see. But you also, I got in your report that just being able to say that also means that you are able to witness this play. You see? Also means that actually these personalities could be playing. You see? But you are able to look at both of them, because one who does not have this distance is not able to say, I see the personalities playing. You see? So already that distance is there. You are able to see that this is the play of all these various conditions, and both these, to take an example of these two personalities, both of them have two different conditions. One has the condition of devotion, of surrender. The other has the condition of the one who has seen the truth. You see? So, seen that ultimately, so both these are like that. But actually, both of them are not the reality of you. You have seen the truth. The personality has not. You see? You experience devotion in your heart. The personality does not. You see? Now, how do we make a personality of what our genuine insight is? You see? We make a personality out of it when we take a position, either this or that. You see? It is in your emptiness that your insight came. It is in your emptiness that the devotion has come. So both are naturally present. You see? But when we say, I am this way or that way, or I want to be this way or that way, then all this can seem like very sticky. Then not only are you fighting with your own seeming personalities, you're also fighting in your mind with all the other apparent personalities which seem to come up. You see? So when somebody says, I'm seeing that you and I are one, we are the same self, then your devotee personality can say, how arrogant of you to say that to Father. How dare you? Or if someone is saying, but I am just at your feet, Father, and I am just worshipping you, then the personality which is seen that we are one can come up and say, no, but what is this kind of worshipping and things like that? This is not right. We are one. We cannot make these kind of, very sentimental devotional statements or something like that. You see? But both of these contradictions are the byproducts of us taking a position. Okay? Now, the good news is that, like I was saying before, that right now they are gone. You see? So right now, we are empty of either of these, or of any of the many ones. And this is your entirety, complete. Easy. The mind can give us images of like the personality resisting or just quietly dying away in isolation or something like that. You see, something dramatic. The mind will paint for us. Something will say, no, 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 I can't. Let it be better than that. You see, it can't just be that this moment took care of everything, because I was burning with these things for quite some time. And it's quite an anticlimax for the mind if you just say, Father, that, oh, it's all gone now. You see? But actually, it is gone now. In every moment, it is cleaned up. No position can actually be held on to. You see? That is why positions are tiring, because we have to make the effort to hold on to them again and again and again. And that's why we get tired.
But who's the one who is addicted to grumpiness? Who's the one who's addicted to grumpiness?
Actually, the feeling why all of you get so irritated when the audio is not good. I'm trying to hear you. So that's one win already. But the good news is that we applied for new internet yesterday, so it'll take, by this week, in this week it should come, and we should have the best internet available in Bangalore. And if it still doesn't work, then just you all have to come here. You see. So your question was, who is the one that is addicted to grumpiness? The one that is here. Who is the one that is here? Who is the one, we can say, who is the one addicted to this play of personalities? It is not even an addiction. It is like the play, you see, of consciousness itself. So consciousness is playing, because nothing is greater than consciousness. No creation of consciousness can be greater than consciousness. So it cannot be that something came and made consciousness do something. You see, nothing can come and make consciousness believe its thoughts or believe the personality. So consciousness is finding some joy in playing with the personality. You see, it might not feel like joy, so don't misunderstand the word joy. It can feel very grumpy, but something wants to, this consciousness wants to play with that. And then consciousness itself is coming in this outer form of Ananta and reminding you that, but I am free from this. You see, I am not this. So consciousness reminding itself and consciousness deluding itself. This is the funny play of this world. You see? It is actually like this, because I can tell you that the Ananta is also one of your multiple personalities. It is not something outside of you. He is also one of your multiple personalities. All of this is our multiple personalities. All that we see is aspects of consciousness, and there is only one consciousness, which is your being. So something is enjoying playing with that personality, the grumpy personality. Something is enjoying playing with Ananta personality. Something is enjoying playing with the rest of Sangha personality. And something is enjoying playing as the one who's given us bad internet. That is why when we drop our idea of separation, we see that all of this is just aspects of one being. Not just the people. Everything contained in this movie is a projection of my own being, my own light. So this being is playing with all of this quality of emotion, quality of sensations, then quality of letting go of all of these identities. You see? So here what I can see is that there's one of my personalities called Nitya who's saying this, and one of my personalities called Ananta who's seemingly responding. But I am just that being in which all of this is happening. And I'm speaking of your experience, actually. Your experience is very much this, but your interpretation, the mind interpretation, can be different.
Oh, no, I'm really enjoying this grumpiness. You know, there's really a joy in this.
Yeah.
And I have the.
Let's look at this. This is what you say. It's very interesting what you say. I want to look at this together for a minute. You see? Because this is very important. Because the grumpiness is there. Now, if outwardly you are enjoying it, then that would neutralize the grumpiness. You see? So you're not neutralizing it outwardly. But what you're actually doing is you're able to see now that consciousness somewhere, my being somewhere, is enjoying even the flavor of this grumpiness. You see? So without necessarily neutralizing it with the feeling of joy or something, there's a deeper joy, which is joyful about anything that might be experienced. It is joyful, I'm repeating because I saw the internet was not stable. It is joyful about anything that might be experienced. And that is a beautiful joy. That is a beautiful, not even joy, it's more like a spaciousness about it. You see? It's more like, oh, grumpiness is there, okay. It is not in resistance to any of that. So this is a very beautiful insight. Is it? So, and I wanted to share this because many times it becomes confusing when the master says, but even this is for your joy. You're feeling like, I can either be joyful or grumpy, so it can't be both. So we're talking about two different levels. At the outer level, of the surface level, it might seem like a lot of grumpiness, a lot of anger is coming. But something deeper is even enjoying that, the play of that wave on the surface, because it is seeing that you remain untouched by this surface level play. Now what? Now nothing. Now nothing, because this moment is already brought a fresh set of expressions available, like the blank slates are here, empty of any notions about themselves. So what does my Nitya aspect want to do now?
Nothing. And there's nothing to do, of course. And I'm just seeing that I'm even really, really enjoying to be totally identified and take everything personal. And, there's so much enjoying to be angry. So
That is why from this place we say that everything that moves with the will of consciousness. And for a long time that is not understood. You see? Why would consciousness want to make itself suffer? Why does consciousness get identified? You see? Now it is becoming clear. Because as we are nothing, we are just all there is. And it can seem a bit boring. So what can we play with? That is why this Leela is played like this, you see. It's just so simple. I'm just not leaving. I'm just here. I cannot stop being. My existence is here. And ultimately, even this existence fades away into the greater I. You see? And it will come when it has to again. So it is so simple and straightforward that consciousness itself feels okay. What masala, what spices can I play with?
Thank you, Father.
Thank you. See, the truth is too strong. It's here every moment. When truth is playing as if it is something, it has to play with all the flavors. So it wants to even play that flavor of challenging, so present. See? This is the ego, the sense of individuality. At some level, and don't take it too seriously what I'm saying now. Even the play of ego is quite heroic actually, because it feels like I'm fighting that which is everything. I'm going to make it on my own. You see, something like this. So it can feel like it is quite. The prodigal son, when he's leaving the house, is feeling quite heroic. It is just quickly when it realizes, okay, it does not work that way. It's not. In my individuality, I cannot get the glory of my father, which is my own being. Then it comes back in various ways. It decides to come back. Usually, it implies that it is done with the play of individuality and comes back to merge with its own holy presence, which is the Father itself. Actually, this term, Father, that so many of you use so beautifully, is not a term for this body, Ananta. It is a term for your own being, your own presence. It is your own heart from which the seeming individuality has arisen, and now it is diving back into its own source. And this happens with many of us in the Sangha, where it can feel like Father has given me enough now, and now I want to be a bit independent, be a bit, on my own, take it on. It happened with some of the Sangha members. It can feel like, you see, like that. And that is also part of this play, natural part of this play. It has to be a divine illusion. It has to be a divine illusion. Why divine illusion? What else could it be that made all there is identify with just a small set of sensations, that which we call the body-mind, and say this is the entirety of me? And it's such a strong condition that even our freedom we give to this one only. Just a small set of sensations. Our experiences of ourselves as all of this and beyond. But this boundary has been drawn to just these few measly sensations saying it is me, this is me, the rest is not me. I'm not saying something is a fantasy. I'm talking about your present experience. Some question that I missed. It'll take a bit longer than the couple of minutes that we have to answer this. So, Aman, when you come, we'll look at this together. So yesterday, we got this beautiful gift from Krishna, who gave us this beautiful statuette of Lord Hanuman. And one of the beautiful things about Hanuman is that whether you believe in the concept of Hanuman or the presence of Hanuman, is that even if you don't believe that there was the existence of a being like that, what he is pointing to is always helpful. The other day I was sharing the many stories of Ram with Hanuman. One of the beautiful one is when Ram asked him playfully, he knew in his heart obviously who Hanuman is, but he asked him playfully, Hanuman, who are you? And Hanuman said, which is the entirety of what we are speaking in Satsang, just in 3 phrases. He said, in the body, as the body, I am in service to you, my Lord. As a separate being, as Jivatma, I am something, the sense of existence, but individually, I am merely an extension of you, the greater being, the greater self. But when I truly see what I am, then I am you itself. The purest of knowledge and the greatest depths of devotion, just in these 3 simple phases. So all of these are just pointers to our own divinity. Don't allow forms to give you some sort of aversion. Point to that. Everything is, if your longing in your heart is for divinity, you can use everything that is appearing to point to that. So these beautiful stories of devotion, of great insight by service to the Master are available to us in all traditions. Okay, it's almost time for Guruji's silent sitting to start. So we'll close the broadcast for today. Thank you all so much for being in Satsang today. Sadguru Shri Muji Baba ki Jai.
Sadguru Shri Ananta Ji ki Jai.
Yeah, you can turn it. And you want to show them the big frame we got just now? So what is happening is that one part of the house we now converted for satsang. So one room we're using as satsang hall.
It's 10.
So we got this when we had gone to Sahaja, and now we got it framed. Big frame. Turn the camera back. Or just say bye. It's okay. Love you, love you, love you.